So the first software we are going to install is Node.js. And before we start the installation, let's take a look at what is Node.js and why it is useful for us when we start JavaScript. So as we all know, JavaScript is a programming language that was designed to run on browser. So here's an example of Chrome and Firefox. Until 2009, JavaScript was always available inside the browser. When I say inside the browser, you could actually, in fact, not only execute the JavaScript code, you can also write JavaScript code in there. And that is because it has a JavaScript engine called V8 for Chrome browser. It is a JavaScript engine. So when you create and execute the code, which is a JavaScript code, because it has a support of JavaScript engine, you can execute the code. Now, similarly for Firefox, there is something called SpiderMonkey, a JavaScript engine. So for different browsers, they have a different JavaScript engines, and because of these JavaScript engine, you can execute JavaScript code on the browser. Before we go ahead and do the installation, let's quickly see what this JavaScript engine does for us in the browser. So I'll open a browser quickly and display you a JavaScript code creation and execution. All right, so I have opened a Chrome browser and let's see how this JavaScript code runs inside the Chrome browser. So right click anywhere and just click on inspect. That will give you a dev tools. Click on console, and here at this place you can write any JavaScript code and it will get executed in here. So let's clean this and let me go here and say very simple JavaScript program console.log, which is nothing but to print the message in there. And I'm going to print a hello world message. So this is the JavaScript code I have written inside a console, which is inside a browser. And when I press enter, it will execute the code and display a message hello world. So let's go ahead and try that. There you go. So it did print a message hello world there. Why? Because it has a JavaScript engine built in, and that JavaScript engine is V8. Another function, let's try one more function called alert, and I'm going to display a message, say hi, for example. And when I press enter, there will be a pop-up appearing with the message hi. So you can see that there is this pop-up here that says hi, and it's an alert. What we have established now is that JavaScript requires a runtime environment. And for the browser, the runtime environment is JavaScript engine. And for Chrome browser particularly, it is a JavaScript engine called V8. Now we need to head back and understand what is this JavaScript engine and how it has turned out to be a Node.js. All right, so I have opened nodejs.org website. Here you'll see this page, which is a nodejs.org's homepage. And if you scroll down here slightly, you would find download Node.js latest stable version. Now it is always advisable and it is important to download and work on this stable version, because stable version has a dependency managed properly for all the applications. So always go for this stable version. Let's go ahead and click on download Node.js. It has identified it as actually a Windows machine, so you don't have to worry about it. When I click on download Node.js, it will install, well, it will download the MSI, which is the Microsoft installer here. And let's go ahead and open this. And that's your Node.js downloaded. Let's go ahead and click on install. So when I right click and click on install, it will open a wizard. Let me minimize other windows that are open so that you can see the wizard clearly. So when I clicked on Node.js and clicked on install, this is the wizard I get. And let's go ahead and click on next. I accept the license agreement. Click on next. Now this is important to see here. See program files Node.js. This is the place in your system where it is going to install Node.js. So let's go ahead and keep it as a default and click next. All of this is going to be done as part of your installation, and we will check that later. So again, click next, and if you're seeing this icon here, little icon here, which is a shield sort of an icon, you might need a admin permission for this. Now understand, Node.js is installed at a system level, not at a user level at this point in time. So when you click install and you see a pop-up coming as enter your username and password, supply your admin username and password and you'll be fine. So when I click install, it will start the installation. Nearly there with the installation. All right, the Node.js is successfully installed, and I'll click on finish. Now that the Node.js is installed, we need to verify it. A, it has installed successfully. B, it has added Node.js install location into a path variable. So to verify if the node is installed successfully or not, you can simply open a command prompt and type node space minus minus version. Node is a CLI, which means it's a command line interface as well. So when you open a command prompt and type node, if the node is installed successfully, and if I ask for a version, it should give me a version. What actually behind the scene it means is that it understands what node is as a command. So when I press enter, it tells me the installed node version, which is version 22.16.0. So node A is successfully installed. B, it identifies that CLI is available, which is node CLI is available somewhere. Now, the second most important thing you need to verify is the system variable. So on your search, just open system variable. Let me minimize this. You need to check the system property. Click on environment variables and just check the path. If you click on edit, you should see this C program files Node.js is available on your environment variable. Now remember, when you were installing this, there was an option add to path, the installation location, add to the path. And as part of the installation, it has actually updated your path variable and added C program files Node.js on your path environment variable. So this is at a system level, not at the user level. At a system level, you have a path and you have successfully installed Node.js. All right, so this is how you verify the Node.js.